Good afternoon, everybody. This is Ben back once again, and now, as I had promised at the end of the last video, and also in the description, as I put in when I did my comparison of um, two different versions of the original Star Wars trilogy, I'm gonna now officially do a comparison on two different versions of Star Wars Episode One: The Phantom Menace, as I had stated, both in the video at the end of the video and in the description. So anyways, let's get right into it. On the left is the original 2000 VHS, and on the right is the DVD, which is probably likely in '06. I could be wrong, but I'm sure it probably might likely, though. I'll have to check the copyright afterward in order to confirm that, because I know the original Star Wars DVDs are. And I think the same goes with the prequels, the rest of the prequels as well. But anyways, let's get right into it. First up, as you know, this is the tape. This is the original 2000 VHS release of the film, in which I got the Salvation Army in Stouffville, just like it did with the other ones, the original Star Wars films. But except this time, this I got much earlier in 2018. I got this back in September of that year. Yeah, I've had this since September 10th to be exact. So yeah, so I've had this obviously 3 months before I got the original box, the box set of the original trilogy. So yeah. But anyways, this is the front cover. It's THX, much like the original trilogy are. We got the side, the other side. This side has Liam Neeson and Ewan McGregor as Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. This side has I forget who plays him, but Darth Maul. We got the top and the back. There's no critic review at all on this one, just like the other ones. But it says here, every generation has a legend, every journey has a first step, every saga has a beginning. Definitely. I have seen this before. Obviously when I was a kid, just like the original trilogy. I've seen all the original films and the prequel films. This and Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. I've seen all these since when I was back in the day. I really liked them back then, but I obviously got to rewatch them now to see what I truly think of them. I know the prequel trilogy is not well received as much as the original ones are, and even the sequel ones. Well, the sequel is kind of in some ways the same path as these, but not as bad as these. But but I still think these are just as in my opinion, I do think these are as good as the originals, but maybe not as good. But I still think they're fine because it's, Star Wars, and obviously Star Wars stuff is very fun to watch, and this is one of them. And I know lots of people, or some people, I know some or lots don't like this movie very much. I know one of the things that, well, it's kind of obvious thanks to what you're looking at, but one of the things that a lot of people do not like about this movie at all is definitely what you see there, the Jar Jar Binks character, because, I mean, a lot of people hate him, like, a lot, but to me, in my honest opinion, I haven't seen these films since then. I'm gonna have to rewatch them, but I have seen, like, I guess, like, a tiny clip of this, like, just for fun, like, recently, and I actually, well, the same goes with back then as well, like, back then and recently, but I actually, in my opinion, kind of like the Jar Jar Binks character. I don't hate him, I just think he's a decent character. Not one of my favorites, but I just think he's a alright character in Star Wars. So, yeah, that's just my honest opinion. But, I mean, you can feel free to disagree, like what a lot of you guys are, but opinion is respected for those who like Jar Jar Binks, and the ones who don't, then that's, like, a lot of you guys, and that's fine. But anyways, we got the ink label, and the print date is December 30th, 1999, printed just a day before New Year's Eve of 1999, and also printed just 2 days before New Year's Day of 2000, just before the new millennium got started, which is pretty cool. Well, one last thing I wanted to say about the Jar Jar Binks character is that I actually did, that was what I was talking about, like, with how I looked at it kind of briefly, like, just on YouTube. I kind of thought like the voice. I mean, I know a lot. I know the criticism obviously is that he's like very annoying and all that stuff, which I definitely agree. But obviously, but I thought some of the voice, while it is annoying, I actually kind of thought it was funny at times. Kind of made me laugh a bit. Just like the way it sounds, and so yeah, that's kind of what I still kind of like about him, like now. So yeah. But anyways, this tape, it begins with the FBI warning screen, the 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment logo, and then it has a promo for the Star Wars website, and then the format screen, the THX logo, the 20th Century Fox logo, which is the still version, but just with the searchlights moving and the sky, and then the sky and the searchlights moving, obviously, because that's what the 1997 print of the original Star Wars films were, and also the rest of the prequel trilogy. And then the Lucasfilm Ltd logo, the opening crawl for the Phantom Menace, and then the start of the film. And then after the movie's over, this is kind of an unusual ending for a film like this, for a film like from a big studio like this, or just any tape in general. But this tape, after the end credits, it has the Manufactured by Technicolor logo, which is very rare and unusual for a tape like this, or even just other tape in general, because that's something that you don't see in a lot of tapes, like at the end of stuff, like too many of those floating around. So still pretty cool that it has it, but it's just, it's obviously extremely rare. I think this only I think this is I think this whole one only happened on this tape so far. But anyways, there you go. That is it for the tape. Now we're going to go on to the DVD, which this, just like the original Star Wars films and also the prequels, I've had this since back in the day. It's full screen, THX. You got the side and the back. This has a lot of bonus features on here. The disc one has the commentary by George Lucas, Rick McCallum, Ben Burt, Rob Coleman, John Knoll, Dennis Muren, and Scott Squires. The pan and scan aspect ratio, as well as the sound and subtitles. The special features on disc 2. This has a lot of bonus features, but exclusive. It has exclusive deleted scenes documentary feature. Features 7 new sequences completed just for this DVD release, including extended pod race scenes. All new hour-long documentary film culled from over 600 hours of footage. The beginning takes you where few people have been before inside Lucasfilm and ILM during the production of Episode 1. Multi-angle storyboard to animatic to film segment featuring the submarine and pod race lap 1 sequences. 5 featurettes explore the Phantom Menace's storyline, design, costumes, visual effects, and fight scenes. Award-winning 12-part web documentary series that chronicles the production of Episode 1. Duel of the Fates music video featuring John Williams. Never before seen production photo gallery. The theatrical posters and print campaign from around the world, theatrical teaser and launch trailers, plus 7 TV spots. Star Wars Starfighter, the making of game featurette from LucasArts, and also the DVD Rob web link to exclusive Star Wars content. So, yeah, that's a lot of bonus features, but that's okay. It's still awesome, but here's unfortunately the swing tray that usually holds the first disc in place. Unfortunately, is gone. So I just have the 2 discs by itself. It wasn't the way it came, but it got lost years ago. So anyways, here we got disc 1. Well, I think both of the 2 discs also have the movie on them, but anyways, here's disc 1, which has a close-up shot of Darth Maul's face. And here's disc 2, which has Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Darth Maul both in a fight duel with lightsabers. It's pretty cool, obviously. So anyways, there you go. That is it for my comparison of 2 different versions of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And I will see you again, some other time, like during the week, obviously. I do have a couple more videos planned, but I just can't think of them at the moment, but I still will see you again anyway, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this Mother's Day. I know it's very nice today, because especially the weather, because it's very very sunny out here where I live. Like yesterday and today were both pretty sunny with no clouds, which is pretty awesome. So, but anyways, there you go. That's it. I'll see you again later.